Hi, in this video we'll be covering output, routing and configuring the system. Now if we go over to here, the third bank, the master one, if we go down to the fourth layer, you'll see we have all the master outputs. And just to explain this, the way the system's configured is it's configured to LR, so it's stereo, and that's this here. This is the main mix, and that's just clean. It's not got any processing on it or anything like that. It's just flat. And then we have a series of different matrices here. And what a matrix does, if we just demonstrate that by selecting this first one and then going to routing and selecting the record matrix. A matrix, you can assign to it only other mixers, so you can't assign inputs to a matrix, only either main mixers or aux mixers groups. And DCA is obviously if you want these to be controlled by a DCA. So you'll see here that the record matrix has got the mix sent to it at Unity, and it's post fader. All of these have just got the mix sent to it, and that's it. They've got no auxes sent to them or anything, because they're just essentially a copy of the mix. The reason I've done that is because then what you can do is on the center matrix you can apply processing, which is just custom to the center cluster. And then on the fill, if it's a different speaker system, you might need different type of EQ to make it fit, or it's a different place in the room, etc. You'll want to apply different processing to each of these, except with the recording you'll want it flat. So if you applied any of this to the actual mix, the main mix, then it would actually colour the sound for everything else. So that's why it's set like that. If you go into the setup and to config, mixer config, you can see here there's a limited amount of mix outputs and buses and effects available, and you can distribute them to these however you need for your setup. So here you've got that one group, which is a one stereo group, which is a drums group. Effects, we've got four mono send returns, except the returns are stereo anyway. Auxes, we've got 10 monos, that's 9 monitor mixers, and the last one's the sub send. And then those matrices we just saw, which are essentially center, fill, and then LR, which is the stereo, and stereo matrix, which is stereo. Then your main system here you've got configured as LR. You could configure it as LCR or LR plus M or anything like that, but like I say, if you do that, then you're going to have to apply the processing for the room to the actual mix, which then is going to colour the sound of your recording or any subsequent mixes after that. So in the next video we're going to be looking at scenes and storing show files.